All right, Todd. So while we're staying on the topic of, we just answered your question about whether or not you should start your own armory. You did tell us last night that you had a strange dream that you would like to discuss on today's episode.
All right, so this is like much following Travis's dream where my mom shit herself at the baseball game. I had this dream about 2 weeks ago, but it's kind of stuck with me. Normally dreams, even if they stand out, they stay with you for like a temporary period of time, and you're like, what was that dream I had the other night? This dream was just so odd that and I'm trying to like interpret it and like find meaning behind it, but it's just so goddamn weird. Like I really don't know what to make of it. So I'm trying to think who all was in it. Like I think me and Travis were definitely in it. I can't even remember if Heather and Jessica were with us or not, but we got tickets to go see a Bryan Adams show. So when we get to the venue looks like the inside of my shed in the backyard.
That's probably where he's playing nowadays.
My fucking lawnmower was probably sitting there and everything.
Bryan Adams can start it right up, too.
Did you have an armory in the shed?
No armory.
So were there seats or were they standing room
No,
only?
it was only standing. People were only standing. The stage was right there.
Is it because the seats were broken?
So Bryan Adams comes out on stage and he's like,
fits all the broken chairs.
he's like, we're going to be starting the show in a couple minutes. If y'all need to take a bathroom break, go use it now.
And everybody walks out in your yard and starts pissing.
So we go out. So I go to the bathroom. And it's bizarre, man. Like, and it looks like the carport of my grandpa's old house. And there's no toilets. And all the actual toilets are like garbage cans and like dog kennels and shit. And people are waiting.
Dog kennels?
And people are waiting in line, like pissing it. So I go piss in a dog kennel. Then I go back to the show, and nobody's in there. Nobody's in the shed but Bryan Adams, and he's naked.
Naked?
And he's got some girl with
He
him.
shed his clothes while everybody was pissing in the dog kennels.
He's got some younger blonde girl with him. She's naked too.
Dog
And I'm
kennels
like-
don't hold piss, by the way. They kind of leak out the sides.
So I'm like, where is everybody? And Bryan Adams is like, oh, your brother didn't tell you? And I was like, no, what did he even tell you? He's at the hospital with your mom. She broke her hip.
Jesus.
It's a very detailed dream.
Detailed isn't the word I would use to describe
So
this,
then-
although it is.
Did Bryan Adams break Marilina's hip?
It's very explicit.
So I'm starting to panic, and I got to get out of there to go see my mom in the hospital. And as I'm going, I wake up.
So we'll never know what happened to your mom
Well,
or how she's doing.
we did just come from a house, so we can confirm she's okay.
First and foremost, that's the best news.
So what do you guys make of this dream? I mean, from going to see Bryan Adams to Bryan Adams being naked to pissing in a dog kennel. I mean,
Did you hear Bryan Adams anytime recently on the radio? Or
Yeah, did the Robin Hood Prince of Thieves song come on the radio? Or
I think I did send like a screenshot of Travis saying like this is such an underrated song. I think it was tell me, I can't think of the name of the song. The one from Don Juan DeMarco.
To Really Love a Woman?
Yeah, To Really Love a Woman. Yeah.
First question: Were you on Pluto, or were you of coherent mind and body?
No, I was coherent, man.
Not under the influence of anything.
Bryan Adams was on Pluto.
Okay.
Bryan Adams was naked in my shed.
I think Todd's channeling some inner action to Bryan Adams.
I don't know, man. I don't.
Was the blonde girl hot at least?
Yeah. It makes sense. She was a younger girl. But Bryan Adams was also younger looking. Like he wasn't old like he is now.
So he looked kind of like he did when he was in the Three Musketeers song video.
Yeah, sure.
When he's next to two older fucks and he looks great next to him.
Obviously, I'm not a therapist, and I'm not qualified.
Well, we are therapists,
And I'm sitting here trying.
and I don't
sitting here trying to understand what this fucking dream meant.
I don't know if there's any explanation, Ty.
I just think you're fucking weird. You had a
Is
weird
there a
ass
chapter
dream.
for Bryan Adams in one of y'all's books?
Well, it's funny that you mentioned Grandpa's carport because I passed. I think it was one day that maybe was closer to the beginning of summer when Sunrise first opened, and we took we were going. Or no, it was the Uncle Sam Jam. And you know how that street always crowds up. Mm-hmm. So we decided to turn down Tina instead of turn on Judith to go to Mom's house in Park. And we passed it, and I was telling the kids, like, oh, that's where my grandfather used to live, and we used to go watch Saints games over there and whatnot. And we used to have a really good time over there. We actually had a party under there when Todd and I got accepted to grad school, and my dad barbecued steaks and all that kind of stuff. And so it was pretty recent that I talked about that.
I pass it all the time.
So
Heading to Rosalie.
I mean, it was a nice size house. It was extremely outdated, but and they probably sold it for a good price to where it would have been probably something you could
Remember
fix up
y'all's
and make a
grad
nice
party
place.
barbecue and watching the Bucks Raiders Super Bowl over there? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, 2002.
Yeah, we do. I mean, we'd always have like NFL draft parties over there. We do crawfish boils underneath that carport. It was.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been a great party house to keep up if it was everything was kind of remodeled on the inside.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know there has been some sentimental stuff with that like that. I recently passed, and I was like, man, we used to have some good times over here. And then obviously talking about Dad passing away, and then realizing that Mom's not getting any younger. Now I understand that part, like the aspect of Mom breaking her hip. She's not in the best shape and whatnot, but the Bryan Adams part's baffling.
Just a quick AI Google search. It's dreaming about somebody naked can symbolize vulnerability, but it can also symbolize, a deeper desire for a connection with that person. So, are you trying to tell us something?
Tell me, have you ever really,
It could be with the blonde. I don't know.
loved the one?
I was really hoping that Todd was going to say something along the lines of like it turned into a private show for an intimate one-on-one of Bryan Adams just singing and serenading Todd while naked though.
And then he started playing the acoustic with his penis.
The slide whistle with his dick.
I started going after the blonde, and then Bryan Adams went behind me, and before you know it,
This has like a Family Guy kind of
Yeah.
cartoon vibe to it.
Your brother didn't tell you? This is now a private event.
Just me and you, one-on-one,
And whoever
naked,
this- and whoever this girl is.
really naked.
Naked, really naked. Bryan Adams was naked, really naked.
Let's just chalk this up to you had a weird dream that none of us really wanted to delve any further into, and we'll just leave it at that.
Let's just say I'm proud of you for sharing this with us. Like, it takes some courage to really share something like this with us.
A little bit of courage, a little bit of stupidity.
Well, that was just a fucked up dream. I mean,
Well,
Who was in that? Who did he sing the Three Musketeers song with? Was it Eric Clapton and somebody
it was
else?
Rod Stewart and Sting.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that's why he looked good.
the dog kennel in the trash cans for toilets is the thing that really okay, that's number 2, but obviously behind Bryan Adams being naked. Number 2 is where the fuck does the dog kennel and how?
So let me put a little emphasis on this here. As far as like when we go in the pool in the backyard, a lot of the times we're drinking, we gotta get out, and it's like we don't want to come in the house, cold and wet, so we just walk around the backyard and find a good place to piss right there.
Sure, that's totally normal.
But this was the bathroom. This was the bathroom that I was directed to, and a lot of people waiting at each trash can, dog kennel station.
It's the dog kennel for me. I don't understand.
So
were they indoors or it was just sitting in the middle of the grass?
It was sitting under the carport.
So it's kind of like when you when you go into like a bar and they have like the beer keg turned into a toilet. This was just dog kennels turned into toilets.
Yeah, I mean, kind of, but there was no pipe. So they were just sitting on the ground.
So it's kind of like a porta potty, but it was just.
I have so many gift ideas for you now to give you for your birthday or Christmas, and I think you're gonna like them.
Is a Bryan Adams T-shirt one of them?
I'm not gonna divulge my ideas, but let's just say I have some ideas.